Hey y'all. I had to come on here because I haven't been on in a couple of days and I've been kind of quiet. I've been working a lot. I'm still freaking working a lot. But anyway, I had to come on here because I was freaking watching Dolly and the Dolly show. You guys watch that? He cracks me up. And today he was talking about Mother's Day. And Mother's Day for Katie, right? And I freaking agree with everything he fucking said. Oh my god, but just listen. But just listen to his intro because he's funny. We're going to talk about it, and happy Mother's Day to all the ladies and all the people that are taking care of their kids and doing the right thing. And I know sometimes it's hard, but we just push through, right? And happy Mother's Day to everybody. Everybody but Katie. But listen, I want you guys to listen to Dolly, and I hope he doesn't care if I play a little bit of his clip. Hold on, you guys, and listen to this. He is just something else. This is Dolly.
Mother wouldn't be here. So you know the routine. Just cause it's Mother's Day, don't mean you special. Nah, I'm playing. You are special. But if you want, you can like the video and leave your DNA on it. Look, you're not going to go missing today, so Dolly's not going to have to come looking for you. So, anyway, we're really close to hitting 57,000 subscribers. We're like
Oh, wait, hold on.
250. If
Wait
you
on.
haven't subbed up yet, make sure you
Wait on. Hold on.
empty house.
He got to talk about Katie. I want to hear him talk about Katie.
Saying, I mean, if the dog handler was real, if the dog handler was fake, if, it's just more people showing up, you know? If they would have found something and then been like, oh, it's a fake dog handler, then it'd have been something. But really, they didn't do nothing and kind of went there and got turned away. So, I mean, I don't know. I think we need some real dog handlers out there. But here's the thing. I don't think that little boy is anywhere around there. You know why? Because I walked around all that, looked around all there. I didn't see him. Okay, I didn't see him. So I know he ain't right around there. You're going to need some detectives, right? You're going to need some bloodhound detectives at this point.
And listen, Dolly is right. Sebastian is nowhere near. He can't be like nowhere near that house. He can't be nowhere near that house. They put him in a car and they drove him somewhere. Oh, let me say this first because these are all my opinions. This is all something that I'm, you know, coming up with. These are all my own thoughts. So do your own research because I don't want the motherfucking Proudfoots talking shit and coming after me because I got more money than they do. So I don't want them after they, lose every fucking thing, then they start trying to figure out how they can come after people. But yeah, but anyway, Dolly, let's get back to it.
And they're going to have to get somebody to crack. There's no signs of this boy running away. Nobody's seen him. No cameras caught him on tape. Nothing. All right, he's 15 years old. He didn't just vanish. These people, they know what's going on. They know more than what they're saying. Now, that goofy ass dude that's running distractions for Katie, what's his name? Proudfoot, Chris, something like that. I mean, he's just a distraction. He wasn't there. He was in Memphis working, right? She was on the phone with him, and he probably does know.
Okay. But that's what Dolly thinks, because Chris said he wasn't there. But this is what I think, in my own opinion. I think because Chris is the one that has the scratches and the bite marks on him. He was somewhere. Chris was somewhere. Katie called him and he came. Chris was somewhere. He got the scratches and the bite marks to prove it. He was there.
But he's out here being a big old loudmouth, making threats on men, women, children, you name it. Okay? He's just mad at everybody, man, mad at the world. You married that woman, okay? The woman, she's not being truthful. Not, she's showing signs of deception, okay? Remember we went over the deception deck. Remember the deception.
And this is another thing. Yeah, Chris, you married her. You picked her. You don't like kids. Why in the fuck would you pick a woman that got a kid and you don't like kids? Like something else is going on. Something is going to come out and it's going to be so ugly that it's probably going to be something that and people that like normal people, whatever normal is, that we are not going to even believe the shit we're getting ready to hear about what really is going on in this case, because it's getting wild and fucking crazy. I already knew Chris was like that. He couldn't sit on he couldn't sit on that when they were getting interviewed at the house. He couldn't sit there and act like, he didn't do something, and he wasn't he's trying to be like a nice guy or whatever. And I already knew something ain't right. I fucking see this shit all the time. We all fucking do. I mean, we've seen it in so many cases. Somebody did something, and they fucking know, both of them.
I mean, she won't even look at the camera. She can't even look you in the eyes and say that her kid is gone. Please bring my kid back. She's not pleading and begging with the media. She literally said that they were searching in Mississippi because he could be anywhere. Okay, what makes you think Mississippi? All right, at a campground. We're going to go search this Mississippi campground. Well, y'all must have searched the hell out of that campground because y'all been there for a hot minute. Okay?
Listen, I told you guys, they're not sitting at that campground for nothing. They're not just sitting at that campground. There is something around that campground that needs to be searched. You're not just gonna sit around that campground and huddle down in that RV. There's something going on around that campground that needs to be searched. I don't know what the police are doing. I guess none of us fucking do. I don't know, but I mean, if they're holding this shit close to the vest or if they don't know shit, I mean, fucking tell us something, because I'm fucking sick of this. It's fucking ridiculous. They did something. Sebastian just didn't disappear in the thin air. And he didn't walk out no damn house with no shoes on, no backpack, no nothing, no phone. At least I would have took my damn phone so I can crouch down in a damn bush somewhere and call my dad up. He didn't just disappear. But this damn Dolly is fucking crazy. I love him.
Mississippi campground. Well, y'all must have searched the hell out of that campground because y'all been there for a hot minute. Okay? They've been at that campground for a hot minute searching. So we got a mother out here that's not really searching for her kid. She's not really begging and pleading for the safe return of her kid. Not that I'm saying, I ain't seen it. We got a mother that heard a bump in the night and didn't check on her child.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems a little strange to me. So my Mother of the Year award would definitely have to go to Katie. Katie, you're gonna have to come see me to pick it up though. All right. If you're in the neighborhood today visiting your mom, you know, make sure you stop on by.
And this is so messed up. It's Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day, you guys. Katie sitting up in a fucking trailer with Chris. It's Mother's Day. Like, bitch, how are you feeling on Mother's Day? Katie, how you feeling on Mother's Day? You're not even a mother no more. Technically, you're not a mother no more. Because if you can get rid of your kid for a man, you are not a mother anymore. You're done. It's a done deal. You chose to get rid of your son over a fucking man. And Chris is out looking for the next piece he can get. And I hope, ladies, I hope that you guys ain't. I hope that his next victim don't have no kids, cause he gonna get rid of them too. So be careful, ladies, cause I know some of you. I know it's some of you crazy women out there that's liking all this. You guys like these men that kill their kids and kill their wives and kill serial killers and it's crazy fucking foolishness.
Okay, stop on by. So hopefully we seen that Cody Browse took the gloves off. Y'all remember hearing that? Gloves are off. He's not defending Chris anymore. I see somebody says I love Lolo. Well, thank you. Lolo loves you too. She might bite you, but she loves you from a distance. Yeah, he's not protecting this man anymore. That's Seth got his own thing going on, and they can have their own thing going on. But there is this ride for Sebastian coming up, put together by a motorcycle club, right? So I encourage people still, it's a circus, but it's still take part in that, support the cause. I don't know who's doing it, but it.
Listen, I know you guys all heard that phone call that private detective was talking to Chris. Chris is such a narcissist that he don't even think that if I fucking call this bitch, like, I'm just gonna speak how I usually speak, and he's not even thinking that she's taping. And I even said, like, I know he watches, I know he's listening to everything. You didn't think she was having the record button pushed when you was talking to her? You know why? I think Chris has a crush on all that women. And listen, the woman that what's her name, Chloe. I think Chris likes Chloe. I think Chris likes Chloe. I think he has a crush on Chloe. And I think Katie confronted Chris about Chloe. So they're over there arguing in the RV. And Katie got Chris to call that private detective because some dumb shit that Chloe's he said some dumb shit Chloe said. What? Just because she said that, oh, I got the information and I'm not gonna put it out there. Why the fuck would you get mad at that? Talking about fix it. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like you wanna knock this bitch off because she said I'm not giving out the I got the information but I'm not giving it out. Like what was she supposed to fucking say? Like these YouTubers is gonna find out any and every fucking thing about what's going on in the case, and I'm sure Chris and Katie they've been watching some of these cases, especially the Summer Wells case. because they were trying to figure out how can they hide a body. Because remember, in the Summer Wells case, Summer Wells' aunt came up missing. She went missing, and they never found her. She's still missing. They have never found her. She has a missing aunt. And then for her to go missing and they didn't find her. Don't that seem kind of odd? And I always say, if you find the aunt, you'll find Summer Wells. It's a lot of woods in Tennessee. There's a lot of woods in Tennessee. You can hide bodies. That's why they're finding bodies all over the place. They getting ready to find all kind of bodies looking for Sebastian and Summer Wells. They getting ready to find all kind of bodies because there's so many woods in Tennessee. You can hide a body any damn where in Tennessee. They got alligators and all type of shit. People don't really not gonna go in them waters and all that. They're just if they're not looking for nothing, they're not gonna find the shit. They're gonna stumble over this shit on an accident, just like them boys was fishing and stumbled up on that body. That's getting ready to happen in the Sebastian case. What's gonna happen is somebody is gonna stumble on Sebastian's body. They're gonna stumble and find his body. Katie, you and Chris ain't gonna get away with it.
Mm-mm.
It's just not gonna happen. We're never gonna stop talking about it.
It really don't matter. It good is good, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, right? Don't matter if bad people put it together, as long as good people are doing it for good reasons. That's how I look at stuff. So even if they did, they're just my number one suspects, and to me, they just seem so guilty that it's like, wow, could you try to could you at least act like you care? Could you at least act like you innocent? Anything like it's been a game to them, at least to Chris from the very beginning. It's
That's what I said. Why can't you even act like you're trying to look for him? You guys are not even trying to act like you even fucking care. Everybody else cares, and you guys don't give a shit. But I'm so glad Chris, he showed his true colors, so a lot of people could see who the real Chris is. And if some of you guys still think that Chris is this good guy and he loves Sebastian and that was his stepson, and you know, how Chris said he was a good kid, but then said all this crazy shit about him, like how he liked to pee his pants. I mean, that's bullshit. First of all, they talk about Sebastian like he wasn't high functioning. They talk about him like he was some type of disabled child. Like he couldn't do the things that regular kids do. I mean, he went to a fucking regular high school. He wasn't in those special ed classes. He went to a regular high school. Like you guys, if this was if this was me talking about my child, who is autistic, my baby. If that was me talking about my child, I mean, I probably would have said that he was autistic, but you just wouldn't. I mean, even though Sebastian probably was on a, I mean, they both high, like my child is high functioning autistic. Sebastian was high functioning autistic, and they said that there was, I don't know, something else that Sebastian had wrong with him, but they didn't describe Sebastian like he was high functioning. They talked about him like he was like more disabled than he was. He wasn't. You guys, I wish, huh, I wish that you could see s- some of these autistic kids that are super smart. They're super doing amazing, and yeah, they got special needs for some things, but they and then they accelerate at other things like they're not. And I don't never use the R word ever, 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 but there's just certain kids or that there's different levels of different things, especially I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say retardation because it's not anything that's bad, but I mean you just don't use that word to describe somebody. I mean that's evil. That is just evil. Chris is evil. Like just because he had Sebastian had was autistic, you're gonna describe him as a retard, and that's just not. It's just evil. It's just evil. Cause these children are God's children. I mean, they're just God's children. Like, don't mess with God's children. Chris is going to get back. He's going to get paid back everything that's coming to him. Trust and believe. He is. He will get paid back because you don't mess with God's children. He knew Katie had a child. I'm pretty sure that when he met Katie, that Sebastian had issues then. Like I'm pretty sure he could see like that child had issues then before he married her. So that was his choice to get into that situation. And for him to be acting like Sebastian was a like some kind of problem fucking child from hell. You guys, that's not the case. That is not the fucking case. Chris is describing I don't even think he's describing Sebastian. He's describing a whole he might be talking about himself. Maybe he liked to maybe Chris liked to piss and shit on himself. Maybe Chris is describing himself because he's not describing Sebastian. And then another thing is the pictures that they put out of Sebastian. Like you put out pictures of him as a young child, not as a 15-year-old. So you're looking for somebody that doesn't look like the 15-year-old that we're supposed to be looking for. Like, how the hell are we supposed to be looking for Sebastian when we don't know what the fuck he looked like? That's why all this shit points to them. It points to them too. And if you don't fucking see that, then there's something fucking wrong with you. Because it's pointing to them too. Because I don't know nobody that's gonna punish an autistic kid, and an autistic kid is always in trouble. And I mean, even when they were like, yeah, you're not gonna be in trouble if you come home. You're not. Cause he was always in fucking trouble. Shit, I would have fucking ran the fuck away. But guess what? I would have took my shoes, my backpack, my phone, my jacket, some food. Sebastian wasn't fucking stupid. Why the hell would he walk out the house with no damn shoes on, no backpack, no coat, no nothing, no food stash? He went to a regular school, you guys. He went to a regular school with regular fucking kids. And if he was that fucked up that they described him as, he wouldn't have been going to no regular damn school. He would have been going to a school for kids that had issues, and he wasn't.
It's been just a straight up game playing. And here's the bad thing about this: he thinks he's the shot caller and all this, and he's not even the parent of this little kid, right? He's not even the father. He's just a stepdad. As soon as he marries wife number 6, he'll be nothing to the kid. One time ago, a long time ago, you was my stepdad. 5 fathers ago, 3 score, and like he don't care nothing about this kid. He's made it obvious with the shaming of the kid. Some of the things he says is just boggles the mind. The whole people were getting mad at me over the thumbnail, and it was just something he said. The Mr. Pissy Pants. Wow, that's why I made it, because it's what he said is just shocking that he liked this. What does the boy like to do? He likes to pee on himself. If that ain't shaming a kid, and then the mama, like from the very beginning, when they could have came out and said something super positive about their child, he's funny, he's rambunctious, he likes Legos or anything, he has a great sense of humor. No, they were like, he's goofy looking, so we don't take pictures of him. He has a problem with personal space. They didn't say anything good.
And see, that's another thing is by them describing Sebastian like that, when it just hurts my feelings. I'm just like, I can't even believe they describe this kid like that. Like, how can you describe your kid all the awful things about him, and it's all because of you guys? You describe everything that's awful, and you try to make him look like he needed so much help, like he needed a nurse, like he needed assistance. You guys did. You guys did that to him. Katie, you did that to him. You and Chris, you let Chris do whatever he wanted to Sebastian while you watched or you participated and you did nothing. And yesterday was Mother's Day. You were never a mother to that baby. You let a man influence you to take your child out. I hope you're thinking about that. You let a man. Let me make this crystal clear to you, Katie. Miss Proudfoot. Mrs. Proudfoot. Let me make this crystal clear to you. So you can think about this. So let's just think about this. You let a man influence you to take your son out to come be with him. And all he's going to do is go be with the next woman. He don't love you. Chris don't care about you, Katie. You think Chris cares about you? I got a friend right now. If I put her in front of Chris, you're out of there, Katie. Because she looks way better than you. Chris is looking for the next fix. And you took your son out of here for that. You chose a man over your child, and you're sitting in an RV